we've chosen a profession with forever problems. And water is the forever problem. It seems like forever ago, I was Lieutenant Governor watching then Governor Jerry Brown struggling with managing Mother Nature, who bats last and bats 1,000. She's chemistry, biology, and physics. 2012, that was pretty evident. In 13, 14, 2015, and 16, 5 years of historic drought. I remember in 2015 that historic and iconic photo of Jerry Brown as we were up there doing our annual snow survey, the lowest snowpack in recorded history in the state of California. Fast forward, seems like a few months later, all of a sudden this massive snowpack. And then those atmospheric rivers, early in January, February, and warm weather that precipitated in that Oroville spillway calamity in 2017. 2018, it just seemed to me a lot of stress, a lot of anger, twin tunnels, litigation, binaries. Voluntary agreements were part of the conversation, but no one wanted to voluntarily agree. The Salton Sea was struggling. Folks in Imperial and Riverside were angry. What about us? And the health impacts and asthma. Salmon were sitting there saying, wait, forget the Salton Sea. What about us? Issues in the Klamath were being debated. Decade conversations with Yurok and Karuk tribes and our friends up north in Oregon. There was just general stress and anxiety, including Prop 1. What the heck is going on with Prop 1? Why can't they build something? What is wrong with this state? It was an above-ground storage debate. No, it's below-ground storage. Meanwhile, just build anything. Sort of marked that moment, 2018, 2019. But I'll never forget walking in 2019 to the screaming headlines that were indelible to me. 1.6 million people without access in the wealthiest state and the wealthiest democracy God has ever conceived. 1.6 million people didn't have access to safe drinking water in the state of California, arsenic and lead, which led me as governor, just days after being sworn in as governor, to surprise my cabinet secretaries. They all showed up, and everybody, trying to impress me, keep their jobs, a few new folks. And I said, guys, put your cell phones down. We're going on a little field trip. No one knew where we were going. Took them outside the Capitol, and we had 2 buses. And we all went up to Monterey Park Track in the Central Valley. And we visited a school, and we visited members of the community without access to safe, clean drinking water. They lamented that they were spending more money on water they could not consume or even bathe in than the folks in Beverly Hills. And it marked a moment again of consciousness, accountability, and responsibility to do something.